and I've already had an initial meeting with the owner, Stu Sternberg, is to start rebuilding that relationship, and start giving people a little more confidence that we're going to be able to work together to try and resolve this, as opposed to butting heads. And I think that's really the big difference. That breakdown after 4 years, you start losing hope and faith, and it's time we started getting that back again.
Is there a timeline in terms of the initiation of serious talks, either in St. Pete or Tampa, for a stadium? Is there a timeline for any of this, Rick, at this point?
Well, I haven't had that discussion yet with ownership and with Mr. Sternberg to see if, in fact, they have, a timeline in mind for that they have. Now, obviously, we have a contract that's good through 2027, but I've said from the beginning that we can't sit back and expect that come 2027 the team's still going to be here if we're not just talking about how to move forward successfully and try and help them be more successful. So I'm looking forward to having those discussions once I'm sworn in, and see where we can get and see what kind of progress we can make.
You mentioned priority number one, keeping the team in St. Petersburg. Are you willing to work with the city of Tampa to come to a resolution?
Well, I think the first people that I need to be working with are the Rays, and Tampa really doesn't get involved unless we are convinced, we being the city and the Rays combined, that it's just not going to work here in this community as far as filling the stadium to a level that they're comfortable with. It's at that point in time that Tampa becomes really more involved. But quite frankly, I don't think we're there yet. We haven't had those discussions. So until that point in time, I'll have discussions with Mayor Buckhorn, but it won't be about here's how we move the team here. It'll be about, hey, this is good. What can we do that's good for the region, and how do we make it work here?
New mayor of St. Petersburg, Rick Kriseman, joins us. Rick, I've asked you a lot of difficult questions. I feel like you've been very, very candid in your answers. I appreciate that. So we're going to end today with a little bit of fun. Word association. I give you a name or a word, and you give me the first word that comes to mind. How about that?
Oh, boy, this could be dangerous.
Uh-oh, here we go. Number one, Will Muschamp.
Struggling.
Yeah, mine is gone. Out of here. See ya. Not good enough.
You don't think the injuries are playing into it?
Look, injuries play into it, but I just get the sense, Rick, that he's not the guy. I just, the wins are not, yelling at fans is not good enough, giving fans ultimatums, the temper tantrums, the results, all this top 10 recruiting class, it's just not good enough. For me personally, I don't think he's the guy. But I have a couple more for you. Greg Schiano.
Greg Schiano, fingernails.
Okay. Fingernails for Greg Schiano. And the easiest one yet for you, Rick. Salvador Dali.
Bizarre.
How bizarre, right? By the way, I'm looking forward to checking that out. The Salvador Dali Museum.
It's an incredible museum, and you'll look at some of the paintings and you go, "What in the world is that?" But that's really cool.
He is a Florida Gator, majored in broadcasting at the University of Florida, and he is the new mayor of St. Petersburg. Rick, thanks so much for the time this evening. Would love to do it again sometime. Greatly appreciate you.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me on.
All right. Rick Kriseman, new mayor of St. Petersburg, and we greatly appreciate all of his time. All right. Well, coming up next on the program, your reaction to the Rick Kriseman interview. My take on what should happen with the stadium issue here in the Tampa-St. Pete area as well. The numbers for you to dial in on this, 888-987-987, 888-987-987. It's Out of Bounds with Marc Ryan and Company here on Sports Radio 98.7 The Fan.